Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Wynn in Celeste. I think we're nearing the 10 episode mark, right? And in the last episode, we got to the screen, and I really didn't know how to proceed from here. Probably because I was too busy focusing my efforts, trying to maintain a coherent line of discourse. Well, I wouldn't really call it discourse because that's between two people, right? What I'm really doing is kind of like addressing my audience. I don't even know how I would classify what it is that I'm doing here. It doesn't really matter though, right? That's just my philosopher's thought coming into play. I need to dash to the right. I'm going to try this a few more times. I know at the end of the last episode I said that I will stop doing this one. I wonder. You see that tiny lip where that blue flag is, right? I wonder if I can get myself stuck on that. And then use that to somehow jump over. I think it's possible. Yeah, I can dash vertically up just fine. Right, a few more times. Try not to die on the spikes. And make sure you get your dash directions down alright. I wonder if there's a 100% speedrun of this game. I'm certain there is. I keep doing the same thing. And now my nose is running. Which is horrible. The other day I was really self-conscious because I was sitting next to this girl that I like in class, in university. I was doing a screenwriting class. And my hair right now looks like a complete and utter, absolute mess. Like, I haven't had it shaved in like, I don't know, several months at this point. And it's a little bit crazy. I'll just say that my hair grows longer on the back than it does anywhere else, and it gives me this weird mullet look that is very unwieldy. So I was self-conscious about that. My clothing could definitely do with my wardrobe, sorry, could do with a definite upgrade because I haven't bought clothes in a long time either, and I have a ton of clothes lying about. So I was incredibly self-conscious about all of that. And then my nose started running and I'm like, oh god, no, please don't, appear even more unattractive than you perceive yourself already to be. At least while in the face of this this person who I like. I am going to give up on the stage for the sake of progression in this video. Forgot about the grip. Alright. Ooh, alright. So I'm gonna grab onto, like, about here. That's interesting. This moves that, right? Okay, so it moves it to that side. Why does that help me? Oh, it allows me to grab the strawberry. But yeah, normally when it comes to... Excuse me. Normally when it comes to appearance, I'm like very low fuss. I don't really care too much about my appearance, which probably isn't the best thing when you want to go out and find a boyfriend or girlfriend, right? And here I thought my natural charm would just, guide me straight to the love of my life, but apparently not. It also probably doesn't help that I spend like 90% of my time sitting here in my room on my computer. So, yeah, that's a definite area of improvement. All right, I need to figure out how to do this. So, yeah, I definitely need to be on the right side of that moving platform down there. So I need to get the timing right, I think. Alright, this is tricky. Can we ever go one episode of Celeste without me saying, hey, this is tricky? I don't think so, but maybe it'll be a nice little drinking game for you guys. Every time I say this is tricky, then go ahead and take a drink of something. Maybe like orange juice or something? I don't know. I don't know what my demographic is. Alright. Are there spikes on this thing? I can move it up and down. Can I fit it through there? No, I cannot. Oh, but I can make that thing fall down. Interesting. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, cool, and you can also ride along spikes as well. Alright, I think I see how this stage goes. We have to go and do the path first before the boulder comes along. Yeah. Problem is trying to get from that position back onto the stage. So, yesterday? No, not yesterday. In the last episode, I don't know when this is going to go up compared to last episode. But last episode I told you guys the story about how I broke my Nintendo 2DS and how it ruined my chance at getting a shiny Celebi, even though I picked up a shiny Celebi anyway, by ordering another 2DS and reinstalling everything and playing through the entirety of Pokemon Crystal again. I also want to tell you guys about some of the other games that I really like playing. I am gonna get this thing moving. Hopefully it doesn't get caught. There we go, that's how we do that. Excellent. But some of the other games I really enjoyed playing, and some that I can remember from my youth, or at least the ones that I want to talk about today, is a nice little RPG known as Golden Sun. Not sure if you guys have ever heard of it. It's a little known RPG title made by the same people as what is it? The Mario Tennis, of all things. I know that in the newest Smash Brothers, which is another game that I want to add to my list of or add to the games that I really want to get a Nintendo Switch for. Ooh, there's a spring here. Sorry, just concentrating a little bit here. How do you grab onto that? Maybe using the wind? But yeah, Golden Sun was created for the Nintendo Game Boy, and I remember when I first encountered it, I was still in high school. I think I was like 14, 15 or so. Maybe not that. Maybe I was a bit younger. I can't remember. But I was in my teens, and my mother downloaded a Game Boy emulator for me on the computer, and it had all of these Game Boy games on it. Like it had Golden Sun. It had a whole bunch of that. What? Ooh. What's this? This thing again. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to think about how to solve this one quick. So this goes up. We can't move it left or right. The whole purpose of this is to get that strawberry. So we need to... How? Okay, so we can move it left and right. albeit it has to go up. Alright, and try not to hold down. There are a couple of other games as well on that list that I remember playing. I think one of them was was it a tennis game, or was it it was like some sort of some sort of army like anime game. I don't think it was the Date My Tank Girl thing. Oh god, I forgot that even existed. I think that's actually on Steam. Though I also don't think it's a Game Boy title on Steam. There was like some mega tennis game that I can remember as well. Oh man, how much grip do you have on this thing? Because that looked like I'm gonna run out of grip pretty quickly. Or too soon, at least. But the definite standout game of that entire list was absolutely Golden Sun and Golden Sun Lost Age. I'd never had a link cable, so I had to always type in the entire password, which was like 32 pages of alphanumeric random symbols, in order to transfer your progress from Golden Sun 1 to Golden Sun Lost Age. And still to this day, I am one of those who are not necessarily extremely vocal, because I don't know why. I'm not really into that kind of stuff. I have more important things to attend to in my life than whether or not a video game that I really enjoy comes out. Oh man. Wind is building up hard. I'm still one of those people who really want to see a new Golden Sun game. Golden Sun 1 came out and I was absolutely enthralled by it. The opening, I think, was really good. And then the rest of the game was also amazing. Golden Sun The Lost Age was more featureful. It had a whole bunch more features in it, but I think I heard the general consensus is that the story isn't as good. Ooh. Okay, this one is definitely grabbable. Or at least there are some oddities about the story, I think. I can't remember. And then Golden Sun... Oh, here's my cat. She's walking past my microphone right now. Hey, Tallulah, you're blocking my vision. Did I make it across? Nope, I did not. Thank you, Tallulah. And then Golden Sun Dark Dawn came out, and even though it has probably one of my favorite NPCs of all time, well, not of all time, I guess. I don't even know what my favorite NPC of all time. And it's not even an NPC, it's an actual party member. And in fact, a very unique party member in that it is the only other party member, instead of, you know, Isaac, Felix, and Matthew, to appear on the world map. Her name is Sveta, and she is a beast folk. I can't remember if there's a unique name for it. I know in The Lost Age there was a town of werewolves or lycans. I believe the town was called Garo, and that was pretty cool. That was the first introduction to the whole Beastmen thing. One thing about what was it? The Lost Age, not The Lost Age. Dark Dawn, that really kind of messed with the whole... How do I do this? I need to fall down here, jump up, okay, that's what that's for. Excellent. Can I climb up here? Nope. Alright. One criticism... Whoa! about the Dark Dawn. What? What did that do? Okay, it literally kills you. Alright, got it. One criticism about Dark Dawn is, in terms of the story, it seems to have an entirely new, like, mythology to it. Like, you don't see any of the previous towns that were mentioned. Well, when I say any of the previous towns, I mean, like, you hear of things like the main town and like some of the major cities are still about. But then there's all of these other cities that apparently have these long lineages of history to them, and you're like, where were these in the previous game? Other than that, and the game also ends on a cliffhanger, pretty much like Golden Sun, the original, does. Which was a big reason for why everyone is crying for a new Golden Sun game, because the story is incomplete. Like, literally at the end, they're like, oh no, this thing is going to destroy this thing is going to destroy us all, and what the hell is this? Well, they know what it is. It just didn't appear in where they wanted it to appear. It appeared in, like, yeah, I'm not gonna spoil the game for you, because it's actually a really amazing game, even considering all of its faults, and I still love it. Probably might not be your cup of tea. my Britishism showing there, and also my slight speech impediment. But but Golden Sun 1 ended on a cliffhanger. The whole quest of Golden Sun, the original Golden Suns, were to do with these lighthouses of elemental affinity. If you in the first game, you were convinced that you had to prevent all of the lighthouses from being lit, because if they were lit, then it would destroy the world. And then in the second game, you play the other side that think that if you light all the lighthouses, you're going to save the world. So when you get to the end of the first game, you realize that you've only visited 2 lighthouses, and the main antagonists, well, they're dead at this point. But there are still other lighthouses that need to be prevented from being lit by these other people that are still about, which are, the people that you play as in the next game. Ooh, nearly got hit by that. What is that thing? Ah. That one should have been simple. And then you go through the entirety of the continent in Golden Sun 1, this singular continent, and at the end of it, you're like, oh cool, we now have a ship, that'll allow us to sail to other reaches or other edges of the world, which is really cool. And then you get on the ship, and then the end credits play, and you're like, what? No way! And you're like, no, please give me more. Like, we've only just got to, the good part. This is like the midpoint of the story. Right? And it is quite literally the midpoint of the story. Oh, cool, the wind died. Oh, no. Oh, well, at least this part is pretty entertaining. And then at the end of Golden Sun 2, everything's like, yeah, everything's all good and saved now, and like we're gonna live a happy family now. Of course, there's like loss and tragedy and death and things like that, which is actually pretty hard hitting. Ooh, Madeline, wait up. This Theo? Oh my God, it's Theo! Ah! Nailed it! Theo, are you alright? Oh, yeah. Just give me a sec. A gondola! I've always wanted to ride one of these. It looks pretty old, but maybe it still works. I don't see any other way to cross this chasm. Let's do it. This lever looks important. Easy every time. I was probably a gondola operator in a past life. Do you think this thing is safe? I'm sure it's fine. It's not fine. How did it shake out with Oshiro? You're alright. I shouldn't have tried to help him. I hate to say I told you so, but... Yeah. I should have listened to you. You didn't get hurt. That's what matters. The air is so thin up here. I can barely breathe. Okay, if we don't get a selfie on this thing, we're going to regret it. I can't even see the ground through the mist. How high up are we? Less panicking, more posing. Oh god. Oh no. What was that? Oh, looks like we stalled out. This is really bad. Maybe if I... Well, that's no good. No, this really isn't good. Madeline, you cool? Yeah, No, I'm not cool. I can't breathe. You're having a panic attack. Why would you think it a good idea to ride the stupid thing? Come on, don't take this out on me. Stay with me here. My grandpa taught me a trick for this. Close your eyes. Picture a feather floating in front of you. See it? Okay. Your breathing keeps that feather floating. Just breathe slow and steady, in and out. Ah, okay. I thought you had to keep tapping the button, but apparently not. Oh man. This is pretty real. See? Easy every time. Oh my god, Thea, you're so amazing. Feeling any better? I think so. Thanks for calming me down. How did you know we'd start moving again? Oh, I totally thought we were done for. Oh my god. Look at this selfie though. Ah. Achievement breathe. Oh my god. I am such a sucker for feel-good moments like that. My eyes are tearing up already. Alright, so we have a total of 170 deaths. Next up we have, what is this? Mirror Temple. That sounds like an extraordinary place to go visit. in the next episode. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope I got through the end of my Golden Sun rant. I'll probably pick it up a little bit more next session. But thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.